What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be doing a what's in my bag 2025. So let's go ahead and put the backpack up in this table right here and start showing you guys what's in my bag, because I actually do tend to get a lot of questions. What am I flying? What is my setup? Or what bag do you have? I get asked a lot of questions, so hopefully in this video I answer those today. Okay, so the first product we're actually going to go ahead and start off with is the title, the bag. What is in my bag? I love this backpack. This is the Rotorite V2 backpack. The number one reason and the only reason why I love this backpack is because of this hard case right here. It protects my transmitter. Obviously, you guys have seen it in videos before. I love this thing. It has a lot of storage. It's a similar size to my iFly Go backpack. Besides that, it's nice and sleek. Let's go ahead and open up this backpack so we can see the insides. All right, so this is the inside right here, guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 compartments. Obviously, this backpack is fully customizable. If you want to have 12 compartments, if you want to have 15, obviously you can, but this is the way I have it set up because I know exactly what I need to bring, what spare parts, or sometimes any extra parts that I know someone's gonna ask for. And let me actually tell you real quick the main things that I recommend that you should have if you're gonna be flying FPV, not only as a hobbyist or as a professional. If you guys don't have this, you guys are going to be out there struggling. Trust me, through my 10 years of flying, I've learned from trial and error what is necessary and what is not necessary. And I'm pretty sure I have everything almost locked in. All right, so let's go ahead and start off. The number one thing that I highly recommend, this is a must, is tools. I've seen a good amount of people out there not bring tools. They just bring the drone, batteries, and SD cards, and they think they're good to go. Well, they would be good in a perfect world, but this is the real world. Anything can happen. Any mistake can happen. You always want to make sure that you're prepared. And the first thing is tools. All right, guys, let's go ahead and open up the NewBeeDrone toolkit so you guys can see. I'm telling you guys, this NewBeeDrone toolkit has everything you need to build a drone. It has a 2mm hex, it has a 1.5, and then a 3.0. I've actually never used a 3.0 before, but it's there just in case. And I have another spare one, and that's for my Itsy. And then I have wire cutters right here. So as you guys can see right here, we have a soldering iron. You plug it in from the top, the cable's in here, and it plugs into one of your batteries. It can go up from 2S up to 6S. The cable's in there. I don't want to take it out because I have other stuff in here. Like we have the NewBeeDrone screwdriver as well. And then we have some tweezers. I have some plastic ones, and then I have some metal ones as well, and also some needle nose pliers in there. Guys, this NewBeeDrone toolkit, if I was to be out right now in the field and I needed to swap out a part or build a whole drone, I can. One of the best toolkits out there. It's gonna be linked down in the description below, and it's actually like $50 or $60, which is a very good price for what you get. Second thing that I highly recommend is a charger. Some people actually don't bring the chargers. They just bring a crap ton of batteries. They think that's enough. It can be, sometimes it is. I'm not gonna lie, I have done it before, but this charger has saved my life a few times. So please bring a charger with you guys. And I highly recommend that you guys bring is cables. Obviously, you guys are gonna be transferring footage over or just charging your equipment. And I have a bunch of cables. So I have a USB to USB-C, USB-C to USB-C, and I have a lot of those because obviously, thankfully, a lot of companies are finally switching over to Type-C. I think that's a 5-foot cable case. I go ahead and have a director want to watch over me and accidentally walks away. I usually have an iPad that is connected to my goggles, so the director or the person that I'm filming for can basically see what I'm seeing. So yeah, cables is very important. I highly recommend you guys do that. Another thing is spare parts, enough to almost rebuild a whole drone if you need to. I have a bunch of spare antennas for the O3 air unit, cameras, and crossfire receivers, and spare flight controller. I mean, you guys, if I have to rebuild the drone, I will. So in this compartment, we have the NewBeeDrone Stinger Bee. I've done many videos on this drone. It's one of my favorite drones. I have it in here. Sometimes I have my Mavic 3 in here, or I have my camera in here, just the body and obviously the lens somewhere in here. Sometimes this changes, but most of the time, I would say 80% of the time, it's like this. Another thing that I have in here is obviously the DJI goggles. You have to see DJI goggles 2. I believe these are the best goggles that DJI has released yet. There is the goggles 3, but the reason why I like these a lot is because they're sleek, and obviously that touchpad, it just makes it feel super futuristic, dude, when you're going through the whole menu. So another product that I highly recommend, or actually this is a must that you guys need to have, is a SD card storage. And thankfully PGY Tech makes this SD card storage / reader. It does up to 300 megabytes per second. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have an affiliate link with them. I just really like this product. I think it's one of the smartest inventions that PGY Tech has ever made. It's durable. I believe it's water resistant, so if you drop it or you leave it out in the rain, your SD cards will be fine. This is an SD card reader and an SD card holder. Now you guys telling me, where do you put the SD cards? You put them right in here, and then when you need to use it to transfer footage or format your card, you plug it in here, and it's a Type-C. This is one of my favorite products that I recommend you guys have. And it's small, so you can put it in your pocket in case you guys are gonna go out and film like in the desert. And obviously you don't want to bring everything with you. You just want to go to the spot where you're going to go fly at. Put this carabiner right here in your pants, or just put it in your jacket, and boom, you have SD cards. You can transfer footage on the field, or just have your SD cards protected and safe from dust and water. All right, so another thing that I have in here are my GoPros. This is what I film with probably 98% of the time. So as you guys can see, I have the GoPro Hero 12 in here. I have extra Type-C cables, batteries, microfibers, and obviously I have my GoPro Hero 13 as well, but it's actually on the drone because we're going to be flying very soon. Another thing I have in here is a module for my transmitter. I am running the RadioMaster TX16S2, and I have this because it's for ELRS. If I want to go out and fly my whoops, ELRS is actually starting to catch a trend now. A lot of people are switching over to that. I'm going to stay with Crossfire. I love Crossfire. This is just a module just in case I do have to end up using it. Obviously I have ND filters by Flywoo, and these are for a drone that I'm going to talk about very, very shortly. Obviously I have the NewBeeDrone neck strap for your transmitter, which I don't have the iPad with me right now, but I usually always bring it when I go out on jobs. Okay, so the second to last thing that is in here, guys, is one of the best drones that I've ever flown for indoors, outdoors, on very windy days, or even on non-very windy days. This drone is probably the best drone I have ever flown. It's tuned and it's designed for filming indoors. This is called the Itsy by Spider. Oh my gosh, guys, this drone is insane. It flies crazy good. One of my favorite features that it has that I have not seen in any other drone before is this little fan right here. So if I'm gonna be flying, I have it sitting, and there's times where I have to wait a minute or two for them to go ahead and go up and I can start flying and filming. And obviously it takes a while for the DJI to power up and connect to your goggles. So this fan helps you so you can have it on and ready, and it does not overheat. This drone, I swear it feels like it was designed and built by the drone gods. Hands down, this is one of the best drones for filming indoors, and if you need to switch to outdoors. It's tuned perfectly for the wind. I don't feel any drifts. It's also very locked in. It feels like you're flying a 5-inch. I'm gonna put a link down in the description below. As you guys can see, there is an 03 air unit in here. I'm going to be switching this to an 04 very, very shortly. It is ducted, but it is carbon fiber. So if you want a little bit softer cushion in between that carbon, we have these 3D printed mounts. You can just slap them on here. You got to push them down, clip them in, and screw them down through the little hole right there that goes right here. But I'm not gonna do that. I've actually used it once before. It's not bad. It doesn't affect the flight, but it does make it more safer. I do have electrical tape. It's very useful. We are dealing with obviously electronics. All right, so let me go ahead and put everything away and then go ahead and talk about a few more things that I have here with me. Actually, we'll speed it up. And boom. All right, let me show you guys real quick the transmitter. The compartment is pretty big. You can fit a numerous amount of transmitters in there. But as you guys can see, I'm flying the RadioMaster TX16S2. It's one of my favorite transmitters. I have flown multiple ones. I've tried multiple ones, and to be honest, this has been my favorite one. I like the box feeling. It gives me a similar feeling to the Tyrannus X9D. That is very OG. So if you guys are OG pilots out there, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I just love that box feeling, and this has a very similar feel to it, and that's why I like this transmitter. And this also comes with the CNC AG01 gimbals, which they're very smooth. I like it. I also like the color combo, carbon fiber with red. As you guys can see, we got the TBS Crossfire module. This is the V2. This is pretty much it, guys. Nothing too special. And we have this gimbal protector. I got it from getfpv.com. I think it's called a bra, which is kind of funny. It kind of does look like one too. The reason why I have it is because it protects everything. Gimbals are protected, and most importantly, my switches are protected, especially these ones up here. I know these are more likely to break, especially in the backpack if it's just bouncing around, but as you guys can see, everything is literally protected. Gimbals, switches, and even knobs. Another product that I'm a huge fan of is the Ethics Chesty. This is not really a must, kind of is, kind of isn't, but it has helped me so much out in the field, guys. Let me go and put it on real quick so you guys can see how it looks like. All right, here it is, the Ethics Chesty. So when you're out flying, you have everything you need right in here. Controller, goggles on, boom, you're focused, you get the shot. Awesome. I'm going to show you guys real quick why I like it so much. So first thing is the big zipper or the big bag. In here, I usually store my batteries. And I believe it has fire retardant material in case something does happen, which is very smart. But I believe you can store up to 8 or 9 batteries. You can stuff it in here. And when I mean 8 or 9, I mean 8 or 9 6S batteries. But if you're flying obviously other smaller batteries, you can fit way more in there. Right now I have 3 because we're not gonna be flying for that long. I'm gonna be flying with that cool person we just met. So in here I have my batteries, a mask in case it gets too dusty, obviously a NewBeeDrone mask. We have the Polo Pro ND filters for the GoPro. And then on this side right here, we have a Type-C. in case someone needs it, or I need to connect my goggles to the iPad for the director to see. And on this side, we have a battery checker, as you guys can see right here. It's not a very high quality one, but it gets the job done. And this is one that if it does get damaged, I don't really care too much about it. I do have a higher quality one in my backpack, and as you guys can see, pretty simple to read. And it tells you the battery percentage as well, which is pretty cool. I have another one just in case someone needs to, check their batteries or whatever for whatever reason. I can just let them borrow that one real quick. And we have some pins right here, some of my favorite pins. And as you guys can see, obviously we got my name right here. We gotta show off the name, man. When people ask, yo, what's your name or what's your Instagram? Boom. Right here. As you can see, there's other zippers. There's a small bag right here. It's connected to this top one, but I don't have anything inside. And in here, we have the Itsy batteries. And then we also have other batteries for my other Itsy. And then I have an iFlight prop tool / Allen key tool. This is very important. One of these pin things, just in case you need to buy some goggles or something. All right, guys, so that's basically my main setup. I have this bag in my backpack. So if you guys have any more questions, leave them down below. But I'm gonna go ahead and start flying very soon. All right, so I try my best to tell people to do this because I always do this just to be safe, to make sure I have the footage for the client or for myself for content. So I just got my Instagram shot with a guy. Obviously I film an 8x7, and just for whatever reason, just in case, I always switch SD cards so I know that I have the footage. I recommend this to a lot of people. If you got this shot and you just want to get more shots just to mess around with, make sure you swap SD cards, because if you don't and something happens, you're gonna be cooked. And we're gonna go ahead and fly with them. It's crazy. We went from being strangers to now being over the water together. The drone is right behind me. We're recording. Let's take off. Under this tree to make it look cinematic. And we're actually in 4K 60. I was gonna do 4K 120, but I think that's a little bit too much. All right, cool. Obviously, guys, you guys know, we talked to him. We're gonna be as safe as possible. We're gonna be over water. So we're in a pretty safe scenario right now. And obviously I'm not gonna go freaking flying towards towards his paracord and do crazy stunts. Just get near him, go slow. Let's see what else. Oh, that looks so sick, dude. Man. Okay, he's getting some speed. I think he's gonna do a jump. Every time he goes that way, he does a jump. Or maybe a turn. Oh, that was, dude. Even I heard that dunk. Man, hopefully he's not hurt. So I'm gonna try to stay behind him, because obviously if I'm in front of him, I'm gonna be in the way of the paracord. Nice turn. All right. Oh, what is that twisty thing he was just doing? All right, I'm gonna stand to that. Try to keep it cool. Yo, this looks so sick. Obviously keeping an eye on my voltage. All right, I think we gotta land soon, guys. Short flight, but that's how it is with these 5-inch drones. And also these batteries are kind of old. I'm gonna be buying some new ones very shortly, like within a month or two. All right, let's come back. Let's do a quick water surf ourselves. Through these trees. Yo, let's go. There's people right there, so let's stay out of the flight path. And right here. Sheesh. All right, let's come back. Battery is screaming to land. And we're at 21.9. Not too bad. All right, guys, so you guys just saw me flying with him. that was pretty cool. Honestly insane that we went from both setting up our gear to being complete strangers, never met this guy in my life, to flying together over the water and capturing a beautiful moment. So as you guys can see, I was flying the NewBeeDrone Inertia. This is my all-time favorite frame. Why? Because it's small, has thick arms, it's durable, it's a sleek design, it looks insane. Personally, I think it's one of the most compact frames ever. That's why I go with the NewBeeDrone Inertia. If you guys like this NewBeeDrone Inertia, if you guys like the NewBeeDrone AIO, the motors, anything NewBeeDrone related, click that link down in the description below. It is an affiliate link. As you guys can see, I love these products. Hopefully you guys like this video as much as I enjoyed flying this with that random dude. So if you guys like these videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And comment down below, what do you guys want me to film next? What product do you want me to review? Or if you guys just have any questions that I can do a video about, let me know down in the comments below. Let's go.